Hey you guys, it's Chloe here with Reader Dog Training, and we have a question to tackle today. And the question was how to get my dog to stop pulling and how to get them to literally just stop pulling them out of the house. Okay, apparently it's pretty bad. I think it's a small dog from what I understand. Their profile, I think it was a pug, so if I'm wrong, feel free to correct me. But either way, a small dog, big dog, they all need to learn how to walk nicely and respectfully. Whether it's just heading out the door or it's on the walk, okay? So I'm gonna give you a few tips in order to help you. And the first one is to help you teach your dog how to be calm before you even exit the house. Okay, this is really important because a lot of times us dog owners, we get excited about taking our dogs on the walk because we know they're gonna enjoy it. So we might actually rev them up without even realizing that we're adding to the problem, okay? Or adding to the overexcited behavior that we see on the walk, such as pulling. Okay, so what we want to do is create more calmness before. How do we do that? Well, we don't want to talk to them before we head out and encourage like, hey, Lucky, we're gonna go for a walk. You ready to go for a walk? Let's go get your leashes, right? Let's eliminate that and let's just not say anything or just be really chill about it, okay? And also because your dogs are already excited. They see you going for the leashes. They see you going for their collars. They see you preparing for the walk. They know those movements, just as you've probably recognized that they know when you're about to leave the house, okay? Your dogs are constantly observing you and they see those steps, those habits, and they get excited, okay? Especially when it comes for the walk. So they're already excited. We don't need to feed into it anymore. What I would encourage you to do, though, is practice a solid sit or down command where they stay and hold that command. So that might be something you have to practice. But that way, when you go, right before you go for the walk, you can have them in command and where they're calm, right? Because they're sitting still or they're downing still. And you can put on their collars and their leashes, set them up, dress them up, and then have them just chill out for a little bit, okay? Let them just relax and kind of decompress the excitement. Then once you're ready, I want you to head out the door, but I want you to make sure that they respect that threshold, okay? Making sure that they wait rather than rushing out. You have control because you have your leash, right? So as soon as you start seeing that arousal lifting up and they're staring and they're concentrating, staring out the door, right? I want you to I want you to give them a leash correction, a pop, right? And tell them, let's just calm down, okay? And in that same time, I want you to try to really be more assertive about your energy as well, rather than maybe feeding into that excitement, okay? And that could be maybe just being silent, all right? And then saying no when they are overly aroused, okay? Now, the third thing I want to tell you is, which will help you even through those other two steps, is to use tools that are going to help you, that are really going to benefit you in these sort of situations. Now, my go-to tool is a prong collar. I have videos on this on YouTube. In fact, I have YouTube videos on the other steps, so be sure to go and visit there about creating a calm dog before you go on the walk. I just posted them a while ago. I was going to post them on here, but I was having tech issues, so head on over there, and hopefully we'll get them up here soon enough. But anyways, we check that out for more details, like step-by-step as far as like a demo. But then also, as far as a prong collar, you can also go to YouTube. We got videos on how to use a prong collar, how to fit a prong collar, where to buy, how to buy, all that kind of good stuff, okay? Those are important things because we want to make sure that we use the tool properly and as it was designed to be used. A lot of dog owners are going out and buying prong collars, but they're not using them right, so they're not getting the results that they were hoping for. So you want to make sure that you fit it properly. It should be snug. This is a 2.25, which is what you would use on, say, a pug, if that is what you do have. Make sure, like I said, it's fitted snug. That way you're going to have better results. So when the dog is overly aroused, is pulling, or is rushing out the door, I want you to give a quick pop, okay? Just a quick little pop with your leash, okay? And it probably won't take much in order for your dog to kind of like, oh, okay. You're just giving pressure, okay? It's just a quick correction. I don't want you to have constant pressure like that. I want you just a little bit of a pop, okay? The flick of your wrist, okay? So that's what you're gonna do. So for on the walk, to get them to stop pulling, all it is as soon as you start seeing them step forward, step ahead of you, I want you to give that pop correction, okay? And that is gonna help you so much. And also, once you give that pop, if you need to guide them, just go ahead and guide them back and then make sure the rest of the time your collar is, or your leash is a little loose. You don't want to give them a whole bunch of leash, okay? You just want to have just enough to where once you give that flick, it's enough to give the information and get them back in position, okay? They should be at your side or behind you, preferably, but we definitely don't want them walking ahead of us, okay? Because once you give them that inch, they're gonna take a foot and another foot, right? And it's important, like I said before, don't give them all the leash. They don't need all that 6-foot leash, okay? Or flexi. Get rid of the flexi, get a 6-foot leash, and just stick with that. And just make sure that there's not constant tension, but just tension only when you need to give a correction, right? Just like that. Not this where it's constantly tight. I want it more like this. The majority of the time when you're walking, it's just hanging like this, okay? And then when you need to, you give a correction to remind them where they're supposed to be. No. Got it? That's gonna help you, okay? And of course, we got more detailed videos on YouTube about how to use a prong collar, especially when walking, how to stop pulling. But that's actually a pretty decent demo for you. But if you have more questions, feel free to reach out. Or if you need to work more one-on-one or message one-on-one, just, don't hesitate. We're here for you, okay? And also, we got pack walks coming up. We got one on February 9th, so if you're in the local area, not sure where you're at, but we're going to have one in San Dimas, so come and join us. We walk all around the lake, and we help people with dogs that pull or dogs that are misbehaving. So feel free to join us, and afterwards we're gonna enjoy a couple of brews at High Point Brewing Company in San Dimas, California. So come on out, and of course if you have more questions, reach out. All right, hope that was helpful for you, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, bye.